Hey guys, don't you want to invert the Thrustmaster's TLCM pedal? I strongly wanted to reverse it, so I'll do it right away. This time, I will change the installation of Thrustmaster's TLCM pedal installed in the cockpit of my racing simulator from mounting it on the floor to hanging it on the ceiling. First of all, apply tape to the position where the pedal is attached now, and mark it so that you can see the original position even if you remove the pedal. Remove the pedal from the cockpit. By hanging the TLCM pedal, the position of the accelerator pedal and the clutch pedal is switched. To do so, it is necessary to replace the spring of the accelerator pedal and clutch pedal. So disassemble the TLCM pedal. Remove the OMP pedal cover and aluminum frame attached to the pedal. Remove the Phillips screw on the back of the TLCM pedal and remove the TLCM cover. When I tried to disassemble Thrustmaster's TLCM pedal, there was unnecessary weight inside, so I removed it. The pedal part was dirty, so I used air to remove the garbage and wipe it with a wet cloth. Then, refuel the movable part with silicone oil. Finally, replace the springs of the accelerator pedal and clutch pedal. Leave the spring of the brake pedal as it is. If the method of installing it on the floor changes to the method of hanging from the ceiling, and the feel of the brake pedal changes, it is possible to restart the setting of the spring on the brake pedal. When hanging the Thrustmaster TLCM pedal on the cockpit, install it using the aluminum frame that was originally used. Since the original position can be seen with the tape, the purpose of attaching it to the same position as the original position as much as possible. Repeat it many times and concentrate it so that it can be attached close to the original pedal position. I was able to install the pedal in roughly the same position. If you feel uncomfortable when you step on the pedal, you may change the angle of the pedal. The distance from the Simucube steering base is very close. I actually wanted to use a 4 cm aluminum frame multi-lead by 4 cm, but I didn't have IT, so I used an 8 cm aluminum frame multi-lead by 4 cm. Thrustmaster reinforced the installation of the TLCM pedal and cockpit. As a result, the position of the pedal is a little forward, but I have no choice but to adjust the position of the foot there. Until now, the center of the steering base and the center of the brake pedal have been matched, but most of the cars we ride move to the accelerator pedal side instead of the center of the brake pedal. That way, you can operate the accelerator pedal and brake pedal better with your right foot. This time, when installing the Thrustmaster's TLCM pedal, I decided to move it a little to the right and install it. Because the pedal is suspended and attached, the heel floats when operating the pedal. To prevent the heel from floating, make a floor for the pedals. Heat the acrylic board and bend it. Drill a hole in the bent acrylic board, attach an L-shaped aluminum stay, and attach it to the cockpit. Heat it with an acrylic plate on top of an aluminum pipe with nichrome wire inside. However, if the thickness of the acrylic plate is 5 mm, it is difficult for heat to enter, so a spot heater is applied to the opposite side of the aluminum pipe to make the acrylic plate easy to bend. If the acrylic board bends as planned, pour water on the acrylic as soon as possible and it will harden at the planned angle. When the acrylic board bends as desired, drill an 8.5 mm hole to attach the L-shaped aluminum stay. I make a big plan, but I decide the details on the spot. So, after drilling a few holes, align the acrylic with the cockpit and determine the position of another hole. With that, I was able to install the floor of Thrustmaster's TLCM pedal. The TLCM pedal was attached to the right side of 3 cm. I'm thinking of hanging the clutch pedal and brake pedal, and the accelerator pedal with an organ. It takes a lot of time to process the accelerator pedal. So, once you attach the cover of Thrustmaster's T300 RS pedal, play Assetto Corsa once, and check the operation of Thrustmaster TLCM pedals inverted I will. As usual, the test will be conducted on the north course of the Nürburgring. I feel that the TLCM pedals so far have a feeling of operation where each pedal steps down, but when hanging, each pedal becomes an operation feeling like pushing forward, and I thought it was close to the feeling of the actual car. I felt that I was satisfied even if I played everything hanging like this. However, my goal is that the accelerator pedal is an organ type, so I plan to make the accelerator pedal an organ type. So I bought a hinge and a roller at a nearby store. Use hinges, rollers, and acrylic boards to change the accelerator pedal to an organ type. Attach a hinge to the floor of the hanging pedal, attach an acrylic plate to the hinge, and push the accelerator pedal in. First of all, attach the amp pedal cover to the hinge, so prepare an acrylic board the same size as the amp pedal cover. When you have an acrylic plate of almost the same size, actually put it on the Thrustmaster's TLCM pedal and check the angle while checking the installation position of the hinge and floor. Once the angle of the accelerator pedal is determined, drill a hole in the pedal and pedal floor and temporarily attach it with bolts and nuts. Check where the Thrustmaster's TLCM pedal and the acrylic plate come into contact. If the acrylic and aluminum come into direct contact, the acrylic will wear out and cannot move smoothly, so attach a roller to the contact part. The roller is installed with a bolt with a thin head, and the amp pedal cover is installed without any problems. The Dremel router, Makita drill, and baby sander used in the video are very easy to use. The roller attached to the acrylic board and the AMP pedal cover do not interfere. Felt tape is attached to the contact part between the TLCM pedal and the roller to reduce the sound when operating. Cut the acrylic board to the same size as the pedal cover of AMP. Be sure to wear glasses when cutting acrylic boards. The melted and hot acrylic flies to my body and sticks to it. If this gets into my eyes, I will faint in agony. To prevent that from happening, we recommend that you always wear glasses. When installing the AMP pedal cover, insert a washer between the acrylic board. As a result, the pedal cover is evenly attached to the acrylic board, avoiding the roller mounting bolt. As I said earlier, the contact part between the pedal and the roller is made of felt tape to prevent sound. The pedal floor looks good even if it is transparent, but I bought a martini mat, so I cut a part of it and pasted on the surface of the pedal floor. The pedal floor and the movable floor of the cockpit are easily fixed with magnets. The power of the magnet is strong, and it is not easy to move the movable floor by hand alone. So we attached an AMP tow strap to the movable floor to make it easy to move the movable floor. By making it a hanging type, the camera and light for pedal shooting lost their mounting position, so I installed it on the Simucube body. How was it? I am very impressed by the sense of operation and appearance that is more than I expected. As I said earlier, by making it a hanging pedal, I feel like I've changed from the feeling of stepping down to pushing forward. Since the accelerator pedal is organ type, it is possible to operate the root part, and I am very satisfied with the very natural operation feeling, such as when heel and toe. I would be very happy if it could be a hint for those who are starting a racing simulator and those who are modifying their own cockpit of a racing simulator. Azan Asu.